In today's video, we go on the hunt for old lost homesteads back in the deep mountain hollows that were indicated on an old map from the mid-1800s. Sometimes it takes more than one trip to find these old places. The first time I came here last fall, we only found the cemetery and one of the foundations. Coming across an old cemetery in the woods can be a good indicator that a home site is nearby. It was not an uncommon practice for homesteaders to bury their loved ones right on their own land, especially if a local church or community cemetery was too far away. But this time, we were in luck. After the landowner looking at the old map pointed us into the right direction. In my part 2 video, we detect these old foundations and uncover some crazy cool artifacts that may confirm the owner's tale of Union forces in the region. Stay tuned. We came up on an old cemetery here, and there's lots of tombstones here, and it's old. I'm going to show you guys. We can read this one. This one says, Thomas Ogden, son of Jonathan, September 30th, 1775 is when he was born, and he died April 7th, 1830. And the old Ogden homestead is up in here somewhere. Look, here's a patriot of the War of the Revolution right here. Yeah. There is a plaque right here, Patriot 1775. Yep. Look at that. Jonathan Ogden of Port Tobago, pioneer, 1746 to 1808. 1746 to 1808. Man, this is really old.
It looks like a 17, like a 7, doesn't it?
Yeah, 1718.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
M-A-R-Y-E, Mary?
Mayor.
Wife
Mayor.
of Porter? Is that Porter?
We need a pencil and some paper.
Looks like 1718.
These are older than them, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're going to look around here on the map. We got an old map from the 1800s, and there actually shows a house in here somewhere. The Ogden. We got to look for the Ogden home place. Samuel. That's Griffin. Griffin. There's a lot of Griffins everywhere I live in the Shenandoah Valley. So there could have been a house that stood right there.
That's what I said. That looks like a homestead almost. Like
yep.
Flat enough.
I told Brian I used to ride four-wheelers here when I was a kid, and up on this mountaintop there is another old cemetery. There's only like 2 or 3 tombstones there, and from what I remember it's like 1850. We came up on the foundation of another house, and these are dressed stone, and behind it, I'm going to go behind her. Here's some brick. There is a tunnel right here, and it goes down through there, and it goes into the basement right there. So this house was not that big, but there's an addition here. Let me walk over here. I don't know how old this house is, but the old Ogden home place is up in here somewhere, and this could be it. And if that's the case, this goes back to like 1800 or even the late 1700s. So you can see the stone wall. This is the old stone wall foundation. There is a way to go into the cellar right there. There's the chimney, Brian. There's a chimney in there. And yeah, look at that. There's like a milk crock right there.
Yeah, I see the chimney right there.
Yeah, people have dumped stuff in here. Look at that.
That's what I said, they dumped it. They used it as a dump, just the foundation part.
Boy, I tell you what.
Look.
I mean, it'd be cool to bring our detectors up here and just like going out and around.
And there's probably all kinds of
Trash. Yeah, there's a bunch of trash in here. But I think it's old. I think it's old. Let's go around this way. Well, we're right above that cemetery. All these stones are dressed. I mean, I don't see a lot of trash out here, Brian.
No, there's not a lot.
I think this burned down because I saw melted roofing over there.
And it may have. They might have just had it as a hay shed. You know what I mean? It was a standing building. They stored hay in it, and green hay catches on fire because it gets hot. Yeah, who knows?
Well, that cemetery's old, and those people lived near here. I think.
If I look around that bend, I think I see that right there.
Is that the old road coming up right there?
I don't know. I mean, I've been over in here.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna look around here a little longer. By now, you've already seen clips of the cemetery, the old Ogden cemetery. And we're looking for the old Ogden cabin. And we know that that cabin would be dating back into 1700s, Revolutionary War time frame, because that's when they came in here. And he was a patriot of the Revolutionary War. And the farm that we're at, we have an old 1886 map. And there's at least 4 cabins on this farm that are no longer standing.
Nope.
And I've been here before. We've been trying to find the foundations of these places and weren't successful. And the landowner brought my cousin up here and showed him where one of the foundations is and pointed out where a second house is. And also made some comments about some history about this old valley here. Now they're logging it, so you're going to see a refuse right here of logs. And we're going to walk to, where one of these cabins stood. I don't know if this is the old original Ogden homestead. On some early maps, the 1880 map I have, it shows it as George Griffin. And this little run right here, this little run is known as Johnson Run. And the landowner said that the original pioneer settler in this area, his name was Johnson, and the cabin stood down here. We don't know where it's at, but we do have an early map that shows kind of 2 locations where 2 cabins stood down this run. And down this run right here, they had a moonshine still. And the 2 buddies that ran it, one of them was, I think it was his grandfather or great-grandfather. And they got caught by revenuers, and one of them got thrown in jail for 2 months. The other one came up and dug a hole and buried it. We don't know where that's at, but he said it's in this run right here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one day while I'll get over here, we go looking for that moonshine still. Did I cover everything? Did I miss anything that he told us?
Yep.
He said that there is a hand-dug well that was up in here going into where this house stood. He said that a cow fell in it, and they got the cow out and the pig fell in it, and then finally they just filled it in. I don't know the age of this house. This cabin was log, and of course it's on the 1886 map. And he had some stories about this place too. He said that his family torched the house.
They come up on the porch because of a storm, and there were so many snakes. They went home, got some gasoline, and lit the building on fire.
Burned it down.
See the foundation?
Oh yeah, I see it.
You can come in from up here better.
We walked right past it.
Yeah.
I saw this water. I told Brian, I said, that's a well. It's brick lined. This is the old water well that he said he filled in. He didn't fill that in.
It's that deep.
He didn't fill that in.
It's over 6 foot deep.
Holy cow. There could be coins, gold coins, silver coins.
How deep it is.
Doubloons.
Oh, we're digging.
Reals. We'll have to let him know that that hole is still open. Holy cow, probably need to fill that in. Are those ramps? There's ramps right there. All right, you guys, I want to show you something else. A ramp is what they call wild leek, L-E-E-K, leek. And it's like a wild onion, but it's a delicacy. Holy smokes, look at them all. We'll dig a mess of these. So all of these broadleaf plants here are all leeks. And these are
mixed
delicious.
With onion and garlic, basically, kind of.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Real strong.
And I'm gonna get a mass of this. I brought a bucket. I was hoping we'd find some.
There's fiddleheads too you can eat.
Fiddleheads, yep. Yep, now, I've had fiddleheads before and they're really good too. They taste like a green
You gotta
bean.
get them before they open, but there's a lot of those around.
Wow. Look, and there's the chimney.
Yeah. You got
There's the chimney.
Comes clear out to here. You can see the indentation in the rocks. Goes out. Yeah.
Real promising. The landowner did tell a story with people who once lived here. Tell them about the story, Brian.
When I asked him about digging here, he said, "Oh, you won't find nothing here." He said, "These people were so broke, if they dropped a penny, they dug till they found 3.
And you guys know by now, you've seen plenty of my videos. We come up on these old homesteads in the mountains, and they were plenty poor. And just not rich like, you know, the farmers down in the valley, in the Shenandoah Valley. You know, those plantation owners had lots of coins that they lost. But here in the mountains, these pioneers were poor. And we're lucky to find anything of value. But we enjoy it. There's another house up here that he said was close to this one. And we're gonna go take a look at it too. My cousin can't stay with us all day. He's gotta leave here in a couple hours. But he said he'll be back tomorrow. There's another cabin down here. We're gonna go detect it.
Now the house is supposed to be set on that flat. Remember, this is like
Yeah, yeah.
the spring where they got the water and cellar house.
Well, this looks like it was dug out right here.
That's what I said, right here. That's the place we were the other time. I said, that looks like a,
man-made
cellar house.
Yep.
But he said the house is on that flat. I ain't been up there yet. So.
Up there, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, this is not natural. That is man-made.
Yeah, he said that was their cellar or spring.
It could be. I could see that. And it's low and there's water in it. Now, the landowner just pointed out where this house was. Brian never actually been up to it, so it could be anywhere in here. He found it. All right, we're coming on the second site. And Brian said he found it by looking for big trees. Well, I see another telltale sign. A well. Dandelion. No, daffodils. There's daffodils.
There's the well.
There's the well.
And there's the foundation.
Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Almost looks like a banana. Mm-hmm. All right. How in the world did we miss this? I mean, we were right there. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. A lot of
glass in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash in here. A lot of bottles.
Bottles. I'd say that was some kind of.
Set that right there.
Another one, the smaller one. A lot of beer bottles.
Here's where the old chimney was right there. Lots of glass.
The old coat bottle looks like.
Yeah. Here you go. That might be actually worth something. An old galvanized wash tub. Man, right on this point.
Yeah.
Boy, they're right in this gap, right in this. Holy smokes, there's no yard here. All right, you guys, we found the second site. Let's go back to the truck and get our metal detectors.
The old road went up there. That's where the gas line is.
Okay, and those were the troops. He was talking about the Union troops that came in here. There were Union soldiers that came in and actually confronted his great-grandmother. Yep. And she showed him when he was a kid where they shot into their house and there were bullets still lodged in the house. Now that house is gone, and that cabin is one of the cabin sites I've not showed you yet, and that I plan on trying to detect and get to while I'm here this weekend. All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys joining me on this adventure. Let's see how poor they really were.